Go lean with proteins. In the last video, we discussed the difference between whole and refined grains. Remember, the average adult should be eating 5 to 8 ounces of grain per day, depending upon their age, gender, and physical activity level. They should also strive to make half of these grains whole grains every day. Today, we're going to take a moment to talk about a crowd favorite, the protein group. Americans love their proteins, but while it's important to get the recommended amounts, it's also important to make sure that we choose the healthiest options for our families. To do this, the USDA recommends that Americans choose lean meats over fattier alternatives. You can choose leaner cuts of meat like round steaks for beef or tenderloin for pork. You can also opt for boneless, skinless chicken cuts and seafood. Try to choose seafood at least twice a week for your main protein. To see a full list of these alternatives, visit choosemyplate.gov. And speaking of alternatives, have you ever noticed the sticker on a package of ground beef? At the top of every package sticker, you should see 2 numbers. Most commonly, you will find 80% lean and 20% fat. This means that 80% of the content of this meat is protein and 20% is fat. Fat contains 9 calories per gram, compared to protein, which contains only 4 calories per gram. So the higher the fat content, the more calories you'll be consuming. For this reason, it is important to choose lean ground beef. To be considered lean, ground beef must be at least 92% lean and 8% fat. So look for those numbers. Alternatively, if you want to go lean and save a bit of cash while still getting that protein, you can go meatless with beans and peas. Beans and peas are both great sources of protein, and they're tasty and inexpensive too. Add some beans and peas to soup or make cheesy bean enchiladas. The possibilities are endless. Just remember to add another vegetable to your meal if you're replacing your meat with one of these alternatives. You can count them as either a serving of vegetables or a serving of protein, but they can't be both. And let's not forget the nuts. Nuts are also a healthy protein that are full of good fats. You can add them to salads, cereals, and yogurts for a yummy treat. Additionally, eggs, seeds, and processed soy products are part of the protein group. As with all the other food groups, keep in mind that variety is key to a healthy diet. Different proteins have different vitamins and nutrients, so to make sure we get them all, be sure to vary your proteins by adding different kinds of lean meats, beans, peas, and nuts. So the big question, as always, is how much should I eat? Well, the answer is still, it depends. The chart above from choosemyplate.gov shows the recommended daily intake for the average adult. These amounts are appropriate for people who get less than 30 minutes of physical activity per day, so those that are more active may be able to eat more protein and still stay within their calorie needs. Visit choosemyplate.gov for more information about protein and your protein needs.